Hello world. In this series of videos, I will be giving you a lot of useful and valuable information for working and teaching online. I have many years of experience, so I'm sure that this will be helpful to you. So please go ahead and click the subscribe button. Thank you. In this first video, I'm going to talk about audio and also lighting and my tripod setup. In other videos, I will be talking about things such as ergonomics and how to sit with comfortable and correct posture. And I will be talking about other things like recycling materials to insulate and soundproof your room or teaching space, and lots of other useful information as well. So please do click the subscribe button and stay tuned for my next videos in this series because they will be helpful. Now, let's dive in. Audio. Now, many teaching companies, online teaching companies, specify for you to use headphones, the noise canceling headphones. I've tried them. I don't like them. They're uncomfortable. Your ears get sweaty. And the problem is if you have two earphones in at one time, you can't hear the natural sound of your voice. So you will have to overcompensate or undercompensate, and you won't really have a clear picture of how your voice will actually sound to the students or the audience. So what I have discovered is it's best to leave one side out, and then you can hear the natural sound of your voice just as the students or the audience will. Now, sometimes the students are too loud, or the audio in the lesson material is too loud. In that case, you can switch, right? It's as simple as that, because the right side is a lower volume, right? So that will fix that problem. There are some techniques that you can do, such as like cupping your hand, and you can punctuate something that you're talking about if you want it to be louder. You don't have to actually speak louder. You can just cup your hand like that over the microphone area, right? So you don't need to actually move the microphone. Just cupping your hand can amplify the sound of your voice, which is nice. A lot of the top name brands of earphones or earbuds are quite expensive. And if you look at the quality of the wire, you will see that it's really thin and skinny, and it doesn't look so good, right? The brand of these particular earbuds, which I have been using for almost a year, is Rockspace. 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 I'm not trying to promote this company, but I have to admit, look at the quality. Double braiding. All of the connection pieces are very good quality. I've dropped these. I didn't have any breakage. But I do like to use a little electric tape and make it a little more, strong and durable. So that is something you can do. These are great. Now, when I purchased these, I compared these earbuds to other earbuds in the store. So I actually called my wife, testing out the different pairs, and I would say, how do I sound? How's this one sound, right? And Rockspace was the best one. And the price here of the Rockspace earbuds is very affordable. And I saw that the other more popular brand names are really expensive, and again, the quality isn't good on those. So I do highly recommend the Rockspace earbuds. They have served me well for almost a year now. So yeah, audio. In another video later in this series, I will talk about soundproofing, using recycled materials to soundproof your room or teaching space. And that is very important for a number of reasons. Not only because of outside noises, but especially if you have dogs. Yeah, I have 2 dogs. That's Snow White, our Taiwanese mixed breed, which I love and adore and cherish, Princess Snow White. And over here we have Jimmy, our Rottweiler puppy, which doesn't bark nearly as much. Snow White loves to bark. Yeah, she really loves to bark. So yeah, I did use a lot of recycled materials recently to soundproof the room. I'll talk about that in a later video. So please subscribe and stay tuned, because I am doing my best to share this wealth of information that I have gathered through experience over the years. Now, audio. If you have any comments or questions, let's talk about it in the comments. All right, audio. It's really important, right? What else? If you want to stand up and do something, right? Unplug your your earbuds, and yeah, if there's an audio problem, I know it's an easy thing to think of, but just don't forget, when you have an audio problem, the first thing you should do is unplug it and see if they can hear you. If they can hear you, then maybe there's a problem with your device, right? So yeah, let's plug it back in. Okay, audio. What else can I say about audio? I live in a tropical country, so it's really hot. I'm using an air conditioner. You can probably hear it a little bit, but the noise is probably minimal. All right, and it is necessary to have air conditioning. We could use a fan. I don't recommend teaching with a fan, but we do what we got to, right? Audio. What else? Okay, again, we can talk about audio more later. Let's move on to the lighting. Now, a lot of people tout and recommend the O lights. Now, the thing with the O lights, they're shining directly into your eyeballs, right? And that's not good. When I first started out, I was shining 2 lamps directly into my eyes. I think I even tried 3 or 4 sometimes. And I was shining the lights directly onto my body and my face. With one company, I had to teach standing up. So I was like, I think I had like 4 lights for that stand-up online teaching job. Anyways, what I have discovered, and what I think, well, I don't know, to each his own, or her own, whatever, to each their own. But for me, what works best for me is this. Let me show you. I have 2 lamps. Okay, and I don't shine them directly into my eyeballs, right? I turn them to the side, and the shape of the lamp here, it's angled, so it's perfect. So what I do is I angle it, and it's easy to turn them and adjust them, so you can adjust the amount of light that you need. 1 is not enough. You gotta have 2. You gotta have 2, because you need to illuminate both sides, right? You don't want to have chiaroscuro classes, do you? So yeah, you turn them to the side, and the light is enough coming out from the side, so that you don't need to shine it directly into your eyeballs, right? And if it's too bright, you just gently turn the lamps away, so I can adjust the light, right? You see there? So I'm turning them away, and then I'm turning them back towards me. All right, that looks good. And I can make it really bright if I want to. That's too bright, right? Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, a lot of people like natural light. I love natural things, but the problem with Mother Nature for lighting is what? Rainy days, overcast, cloudy days. You can't ever have consistent lighting from Mother Nature, because there will always be clouds, and as the clouds pass by the lighting will change. So if you want consistent lighting, I suggest you buy 2 lamps. They're very cheap and they're great. And when I finish work, I have lamps in my room already, right? So that's great. Another thing is the tripod. I'm just using a really cheap, low quality tripod. It's got a lot of quirks that you have to deal with, but it works perfect. And just one thing I'm going to show you about the tripod.